So it's Monday, August 21st, the day after my meet. Regionals is all done with, and my dad texted me saying that I apparently have a bunch of certificates that were sent to his house of like state records that I broke yesterday at the meet, which is pretty cool. I had no idea. So I'm gonna head over there and see what they got.
Good morning, congratulations.
Thank you. These are them. So evidently, I set the total record, the squat record, and the bench press record for my weight class in the state of Rhode Island. If you ask me, I got lucky, and that just means that nobody competes in the USAPL from Rhode Island because I don't think these numbers were that great. But still pretty cool. Apparently, I also, this one says the bench press single lift record, meaning like bench only. I didn't do the bench only, I did a full meet. But I think the bench only number was like the same as mine. I don't know what that means. Pretty cool though. Hey Dad, what did you say earlier about me in the bench press?
It's your weak link.
He goes, it's funny that you got a record for the bench press, because he knows. I told you guys, benching is not in our family genes. It's just been like a decade of hard work, and I still don't bench 400. It is Thursday, 4 days after my meet. I've been resting and deloading all week. Now, I have this little ritual ever since the last meet I did where I always hold back on my bench a little bit in meets because the bench commands just make it harder to bench at meets. You usually don't hit what you hit in the gym at a meet. I was very happy with this past meet. I ended up hitting a 5-pound all-time PR, which is heavier than I did in the gym. But when I opened, I noticed that the pressing commands, the start commands were really, really strict. So I purposely held back and I finished at 375. But I knew in my head I had 385 in me, so I wanted to rest up, hit the gym today with Nick Pinheiro, and try 385 fresh. Has been a big goal of mine today. Easy, good.
2, 1.
It's 225.
3, 2.
Oh, come on. Let's go. 315, come on. Oh! Oh yeah, dude. Holy shit. Woo!
That was Scott.
You want to be hyped up, you want to be in control of yourself too. Let's go. Deep breath, come on. Control this shit, let's go. Yeah! Come on!
3, 2.
Oh, come on! Oh, fuck yeah! Woo! Oh, now I got it.
Dude.
Holy shit!
Lock and load, strong mind. Strong mind, bro. Let's get this shit.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. All day, dude. Let's go. New freaking PR, man. New PR. I knew he was gonna have it, but I didn't think I was gonna have it either,
Dude, what? So he's a bodybuilder, obviously. What's your former max?
Former, so I think this was like 4 weeks ago, 365, just to like test it out, to see just to see where I'm at, you know what I mean? Because when I train with him, like, obviously I don't train bodybuilding style because our workouts we would just never able to train together. So I hit 365 like 4 weeks ago, and then I was like, all right, let's see if we can hit 385, and everything was going like smooth.
Yeah.
And then you were like, all right, dude, you got this. Just make it straight in your head. Take a big breath in, and I'm like, all right, we're good.
Dude, he hit
It was good.
He hit 365, and he was a little unhyped. And unhyped reps can be deceiving because they don't move quite as fast. So he did that, and I was thinking maybe 375 for him, but I wasn't gonna say that. Like, confidence is everything. So go for 385.
I was gonna
baby.
tell you, boy, he was gonna fail.
Go for 385, like, and he smoked it. And then I was like, wow, I have to hit it now. And I surprised myself. The reason I got so hyped at the end is I didn't expect that. I thought 385 was gonna be like a grind or I'd fail it.
Yeah,
I did not expect it to move like that.
It was a clean lift.
I think
Real
right
clean.
now, I think like had I selected my attempts differently, I'd probably be good for all out grinder like 390, 395, which is crazy. So close to 405 now, knock on wood. I swear to God, that felt like I paused it longer than I did. I just watched the clip and it didn't look like a pause. But I swear to God, I thought I paused it. It felt like I was under there for a full second. I was a little scared, I won't lie, I was a little scared. Just wanted to take a minute to clarify. I'm importing my bench clip right now because I'm eager and I want it for Instagram and stuff. But just want to clarify on what I meant by holding back at a meet, because a lot of people, especially when you haven't done meets or haven't done a lot of meets, you'd think, why would you hold back at a meet? Like, a meet is where it counts, go all out and max out. The thing is, though, you gotta be smart, because you can max out, but if your butt lifts the bench because it's too hard, it doesn't count as a lift. And you gotta remember that in a meet, you're gonna be in a circumstance that you're not used to. It's not you waking up at whatever time of day you wanna wake up at, eating whatever you want, and then just heading to the gym and just doing that one lift only nice and fresh. In a meet, you gotta wake up early, so if you're not used to training early, that's gonna throw you off. You gotta make weigh-ins, so that means you might have to water cut, you might have to drop weight, which might zap your strength and energy. And then a bunch of other things to go wrong. Your flight can be delayed. I've seen that happen where everyone gets warmed up, they're ready to go, and then right before their opener, the flight, there's a technical issue with the computers and they have to delay it 20, 30 minutes, and that messes everybody up. So things are not gonna be as comfortable as it would be in the gym. You gotta be prepared for that. Then you gotta take into account that you're squatting right before you bench, so you're gonna be a little exhausted because you're maxing out all out on squats. So that might zap some of your strength and energy right there. And then you got to take into account, most importantly, how strict the commands are going to be. I noticed at my meet when I opened with 353 that the ref was giving me a really hard time with the starting command. I was holding it above my chest for what felt like an hour, and I had to force myself to lock my elbows out even more because she would not give me that start command. They're going to wait until they see that your arms are completely locked out to give you that command. So when you notice that the commands are strict like that, that can also throw you off. So had I gone out and tried 385 after maxing out on squats, and having the ref have me hold it over my chest for what felt like an hour, that might have drained me out just enough to where even if I did lock it out, maybe my butt would have come off the bench. Maybe it would have been much more of a struggle than it was today, because today I came in nice, rested, and fresh. So those are just things you got to take into account when you're competing in a meet. It's not the same as a gym lift. The environment, the circumstances are different, and it's much stricter conditions. So I always hold back a little bit on the bench. You'd rather be safe than sorry. If I tried 385 and failed it, then all I have was my second attempt, and then I wouldn't have had the 1,500 pound total. So be smart, leave your ego at the door, be strategic, try to go 9 for 9, try not to miss a lift. That's why I hold back on the bench a little bit.